At this place in history, we're in Berlin with Steve Perkins, Executive Director of the Vermont Historical Society. And Steve, I understand a widely known Vermont historian brings us here this week.
Yes, Mike, we are here on the site, the boyhood home of Daniel Pierce Thompson, who was a great writer of Vermont tales, let's put it that way, and a founder of the Vermont Historical Society. This beautiful monument was erected in 1929 on what used to be a farm path, but we're now on the side of the Barre Montpelier Road. We've got some wonderful materials describing his life back at the History Center in Barre. He actually was born in Charlestown, Mass., but he moved to Vermont when he was 5 years old, and his family moved onto a farm in Berlin, and we were there. He went to Middlebury College, and then he ended up in Virginia, of all places, read the law, and but ultimately ended up moving back to Montpelier and was a lawyer in Montpelier. He was what we would now call legislative counsel to lawmakers. He published a book, a compendium of Vermont laws, and this was all, relatively early in life. And then he really got involved in history and writing about history.
One of the works he produced is likely going to be familiar to a lot of people because of how long it's been in print and how many editions it's gone through.
The Green Mountain Boys. And it was a fictional account of Ethan Allen and his merry band of men. First in print in 1839. We have a first edition of that. And then kind of continuously printed. We have a version that was printed in 2000. We have, I believe it's 3 or 4 shelves in our storage facility of Thompson books because they're so popular. So we were talking about the Green Mountain Boys.
Yes.
And this is a very early printing of the book. It's actually in 2 volumes. This is volume 1, so 1839, Montpelier publication.
E.P. Walton and Sons, I see.
You have people in the early 19th century going, hey, we could go back to a simpler time, a time of chivalry, of knights in shining armor. And so it told this fanciful tale. Now, what happened when people start telling tales like this is it becomes canon, and it becomes part of history. Now, of course, like I said, he helped found the Vermont Historical Society. So his writings about Ethan Allen, which are fictional, start to take on this ring of truth. And that sticks with us for generations. And I mean, even now authors are still trying to say, these are real people, and they are more than one-sided characters.
The term revisionist history probably has a negative connotation to most of us today, but there absolutely is a need for the concept to exist and for a context exactly like this.
Yeah, we're reconsidering history. And it's what we do all the time here at the Vermont Historical Society. So you can come here to our library and you can read some of D.P. Thompson's earlier books, but you can also read information by some of our most current scholars today.
A writer's romanticized version of Vermont's early years at this place in history.